Would you like to have more peace and harmony in your life? Well, you've come to the right place. Today, I'm reviewing this book, Emotional Balance, by Dr. Martina. I'm Suzie Cheel from SuzieCheel.com. I recently had the pleasure to interview Roy just before this book was launched on Amazon about a month or so ago. And I found the he shared was fascinating. There were some similarities with EFT, but it was different. He talks about tapping 14 different meridian points. You can see from the book, I've got many pages marked, and one of the things I really like about the book is he provides a lot of case studies, a lot of practical examples of different people who he has worked with who've had great success in finding that inner peace and harmony within their own lives, as well as many people being able to heal themselves. You see the wonderful colour on the cover here, and that's representative of the 7 chakras. And in the book, he takes you through the 7 chakras and explains how they relate to your health and your well-being and your healing. And this book was written a while ago, and it's only just recently been launched in English. And there's, I think, a chapter was added which I love. It's called www.god. And it starts out with the prayer of St. Francis of Assisi to increase to love. Because when we do, we come close to ourselves. To understand this better, we're going to embark on a fantasy trip. So let's play along with this chapter. And it starts with about Googling God. So if you want to know more on that, you'll have to get the book. And at the moment you can get, if you buy the book through Amazon, you can still get 2 sessions where Roy is going to explain how to use this book yourself. But the other thing that I've liked here is he explains clearly here the emotional healing formula, which is something that you can do every day. And also, sometimes you have a day where you think, oh, things are not just going right. And he gives you some wonderful tapping examples and words to take you through these that can alleviate any stress or anything. And then you can go back. And at the completion of this book, he gives you a page of what's called Notes to Ponder. And what's here is for the next 3 weeks, which I'm finding is interesting at the moment because I'm doing some other things on a 21-day process. And what he's suggesting here is that every day for 21 days, you read these notes to ponder. And then afterwards, to meditate for about 15 minutes. He says this will make a difference to your life. So as I've just finished the book, I'm just about to start on reading these 2.5 pages each morning before I meditate. What I've found about this is it seems very simple. And what will follow now will be an exercise that Roy took me through when I interviewed him before. And remember, as we forgive ourselves and we heal ourselves, we also heal the world. So if you follow the link under this video, that will take you to where you can purchase this book, and if you're quick, get in for Roy's 2 classes where he will explain to you how you can use the book. And next week, he'll be answering questions that you might have on how you can use this process for a particular area of your life you might need to work on. So, this has been Suzie Cheel, and this is the book Emotional Balance by Dr. Roy Martina.
I came up with something, and I call it the art of forgiveness. And because forgiveness is a process and it's tough, and it consists basically of three levels. The first level is to forgive the other person until the incident or the person no longer stresses you. When you think of the person or when you think of the incident, it's just like reading a history book. There's no reaction. It's just facts. The second part is forgiving the self. Now, most people don't think they've done anything wrong, but it could be forgiving yourself for being in the wrong place at the wrong time, forgiving yourself for carrying this weight with you for so long, forgiving yourself for not being able to forgive, forgiving yourself just you make a big drama out of it. They're all so that second part. So I'm gonna give an example of this, and the third part is where we're gonna wish upon the other what we will wish upon ourselves. Then the cycle is complete. And the exercise we do is we use the meridian point of the heart that we use in emotional balance. So I'm going to show that. It's on your pinky. Maybe they can see it. So yes, you got your two pinky. And what you're going to do like this. It's like a way of tapping, but then, yes, exactly. So you go like this, up and down, just letting the two parts of the nail touch. And then now we're going to say, let's say I forgive my mother for not being the ideal mother that I wish she would be. I forgive my mother for not being there for me. I forgive my mother that she was not always loving me. I forgive my mother that she rejected me, and so on. So that will be the first part.
Right.
Then I would go to the second part. I forgive myself for not being the ideal son for my mother. I forgive myself that I wanted to, just throw her out of the house and I didn't love her many times, that I hated her. I forgive myself for being nasty to my mother, not telling her that I love her. I forgive myself for, not fulfilling her expectations. And then the last part would be, I wish for my mother that she will be happy, have a great life, and get all the things that she deserves because she's a great person. And I forgive myself, and I wish upon myself that I will have a great life and all the things that I deserve. So those are the three parts of the forgiveness. And using the pinky, we're actually using the heart meridian, which will open up the energy flow to the heart, and forgiveness becomes 4 to 10 times easier than just doing a mental exercise where you forgive a person. And the trick is to go into free flow, not to say I forgive you. No, I forgive you because da 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 da, and come up with as many things that you can think of, and then because then the subconscious mind opens, and stuff can come up that you totally forgotten. And also when you work on yourself, in the beginning it might be a little slow, and then you find more and more things you can say that you want to forgive yourself for. My rule to all my patients and clients is you can never forgive too much. And I would like to quote Gandhi, and Gandhi said the following: if we do not forgive, it is like taking lethal poison and expecting the other person to die. So basically, anger is poisoning your system. And the liver is the organ in acupuncture that is holding the anger. And the liver is the mother of the heart. Isn't it interesting?
Oh, that's
so
fascinating.
if the liver is not freed of this anger energy, the heart suffers and starts to wither, and it becomes constricted. Actually, heart attacks could be coming from that. So we are cleaning the liver, it functions better, and our immune system gets stronger, our T killer cells get stronger, and we can cure ourselves from even chronic diseases and cancer just by forgiving everybody for everything we think they've done to us. So it's a great exercise.
That is, I mean, that is brilliant. Not, it's so simple here,
Absolutely, yeah.
and